Hello, beautiful beings of light. You are beautiful, by the way. Everybody's beautiful, and you are beings of light. I'm not just joking, okay? We're all having a physical experience in this earth plane. But that is not what I wanted to talk about today, even though it's kind of in the same range. I really wanted to talk about meditation. So, wow, there's so many things to say about meditation. For me, meditation is totally, and this is the point of this video. For me, meditation, it is not sitting down with your legs crossed, going like this, and like just staying there, and that's it. No, please. Actually, that's what makes meditation like seem scary and boring and weird, and only certain people can do it. And I know some people are like, oh, well, she can do it, I can't. Like, no. I am here to debunk all these myths about meditation. Now, there are people that do it like that, and that is amazing. There are people that do meditate for 3 hours a day, and that is absolutely amazing. I think that is so awesome. But guess what? Most of us are not like that, not even myself. I would love to meditate 3 hours a day, but I do not have the attention span, okay? So basically, I'm just gonna show you guys how I meditate or how I learned to meditate and the benefits of meditation, even though most of us understand the benefits of meditation already. So basically, how I learned to meditate. So I started meditating only because I kind of had to, and then it just kind of led me into my spiritual awakening. I'm not saying that this will lead you to your spiritual awakening, because everybody has a different way of awakening. Period. It's as simple as that. So basically, the way it happened is that I was getting ready to graduate, and I was like getting ready to go to grad school and all that stuff. But I was struggling a lot. I was just struggling a lot. I didn't understand why I couldn't get the grades that I wanted. I didn't like it's like my world was kind of falling apart, actually, and I had a lot of pressure on myself. And then all of a sudden, I got into hypnotherapy. I was also having a hard time finding what area that I was gonna be in psychology. But then a wonderful friend of mine, she guided me to hypnotherapy and past life regression therapy. And that's when I was like, oh my God, this is what I want to do. But as you start doing that, you have to actually learn how to do it on yourself. So then I would just put the audio, and I would do like guided self-hypnosis, and I would lay down, and it just took me to another level. Now, I don't expect for people to like exactly the same things that I listen to. So, okay, I'll put it to you this way. There's 1,010 different ways of meditation. I started with guided meditations, and I still, till this day, love doing guided meditations. Why? Because I have a very active mind. I am the ADHD girl, even though I don't believe in that. But to modern society, everything's a disorder when you're a little different, right? So I have a very active mind. I'm constantly thinking, and anyway, I started with guided meditations. I definitely recommend for everybody to start with guided meditations. If you don't like words, when people say, like people talking to you in your ear and things like that, then I definitely recommend for you to put like some sort of meditation music that is soothing for you. There's a lot of different ones. It could be from instrumental, so it could just be like, I don't know, like new age, like, you know, there's just so many. So basically, this is what I would do. Like, I would just like get my headphones, and then I was just like, I would lay, and I still to this day, I lay down. There's no such thing that says that you cannot lay down to meditate. Okay, that whole thing about, oh, you have to sit down and cross your legs and go like this and be in a room by yourself and no music, no nothing, da, da, da. That sounds really boring and kind of scary. Especially if you have a lot of stuff going on in your mind, if you're really stressed. Why would you want to be in a room by yourself and to all your crazy thoughts? And it's totally scary. So basically what I would do is that I would just go on YouTube and I would just look for meditations. I will give you guys a link into the meditations that I do. I don't expect for everybody to do them, but it's a point of start, okay? And if you suffer from anxiety, this is so beneficial for you. This is so amazing beneficial for you. I cannot tell you that this is the answer to all your problems, because people that suffer from anxiety, they have an underlying fear of something or things that they haven't resolved. And meditation, what does is that it helps you kind of just slow things down and try to see things from a different perspective, which can help you to heal. But it's not always like that. You have to do like some other kind of shadow work as well, okay? But for people that don't necessarily suffer very bad from anxiety, but just kind of want to learn to be a little bit more still in life, learn to be less, I used to be very hyper, but not in a good way. Like now I feel like I'm hyper in a good way. But like I used to be very like, oh my God, this and that, oh my God, and it's like, you can love yourself that way, but the reality is that there's a lot of stuff going on in your mind that is causing you to be like so out there. So that's kind of one of the benefits of meditation. It kind of helps you kind of see reality a little bit different and a little bit more brighter. But oh my goodness, there's so many benefits. But going back into the technique into how to meditate, please start by laying down. Especially if you have back issues like I do, no way. Do not sit down and try to do it like in a time where you're gonna have like 5 to 15 minutes on your own. That's all you need. And I know that it's possible, believe me. I've had people with kids come to me, I've had people with all kinds of issues come to me and telling me that they did find 15 minutes for themselves, and they did get interrupted from time to time, but they still found the time to meditate. So please, it is very, very imperative for you to learn how to do this, right? And if you fall asleep, which a lot of you will, and I know I did for a long time, that has a lot to do with your stress levels, and that has a lot to do with the fact that you really do need some sleep. So listen to your body, learn to listen to your body, okay? If you fall asleep, it's absolutely okay. If anything, you fell asleep to something so good and so soothing that you feel refreshed. So, and for those of you that want to do it sitting down because you feel like you can, or now you feel like now you feel encouraged to do so, please do it. If that's what you feel like you should do, you should definitely do it, okay? So, but in that case, I recommend for people to do it for 2 minutes. Put your timer for 2 minutes at a time and just sit and breathe. That's another thing. If you want to do it without headphones, if you just want to be in silence, you can just start 2 minutes and watch your breathing. Breathing is everything, and I used to hear it so much and I would get kind of annoyed because it's like, whatever, breathing. No, breathing is everything. Breathing, oh my God. Breathing is like being in and out of consciousness, but like to the max, because it's like it helps you even like astral travel, if you know what that is. If you don't know, I suggest you look it up. It's amazing. So, but breathing, it all starts with breathing. Just watch your breathing. It's my dog. Just watch your breathing and just sit there if you're sitting there for 2 minutes, sit there. If you like it, add another 2 minutes, add 5 minutes to that. If you're laying down, do the same thing. I really love words, so I really need somebody to kind of talk to me. And then I would just kind of keep focusing on them and keep focusing on them. And then wherever it is that they tell me to go, that's exactly where I went. So I definitely suggest that. Actually, if you're gonna, I like to meditate a lot with my iPhone. If you're going to meditate with your iPhone, it's so important for you to put it on airplane mode. Put it on airplane mode because it's gonna be really, really crappy when you're in a beautiful state of bliss and all of a sudden, you get a text message from, you know, little Susie or your best friend or whoever, and it really, really ruins your flow. It actually feels almost disturbing. A lot of times when I first started meditating, I would be in a beautiful state of bliss. Because by the way, when you find the meditation that you like, you actually start to enjoy meditation right away. Like it doesn't take like months and months or anything like that to enjoy meditation. Now, if you want to get deeper into a meditation, like let's say more of a spiritual meditation where you can communicate with beings, with other light beings, or you want to astral travel, or anything that has to do with in that basis, obviously that does take a lot more time. But every meditation at the same time is enjoyable, and once you find the one that you like. So for me, I started with a certain meditation, and then my curiosity, or AKA ADD, because I don't believe in ADD, by the way, and I'm gonna do a whole section on that later. Anything that society cannot explain is called a freaking disorder. And to me, that is so not right, because it actually demeans us. It actually makes us feel like we have a disorder and there's something wrong with us. And that is completely not true. But for the sake of this video and understanding what I'm talking about, I'll call it ADD. So my ADD kicked in with the meditation. I became bored. So then I started searching on YouTube. I started searching right here, and I found a whole community of, oh my God, there's so many meditations. Meditations for love, for money, meditations for stress, depression, because it really helps within all those aspects. So I started getting into that, and little did I know, one day I became spiritually awakened. I really did. I really saw the world a lot different. I understood so many different concepts that I read about, but I didn't necessarily feel them until I felt them one day. And I'll talk one day about that, about my spiritual awakening. But yeah, it just started out with kind of just trying different meditations. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. When you meditate, you really learn to kind of, wow, you just learn to see the world different, and you take in stress a lot better. And what I tell people is that if you're having a stressful day, instead of like going to happy hour and taking like 2 shots with your friends and getting drunk or whatever, why don't you take like 5 minutes for yourself, put on your headphones in the car or at home or in the office, and just give yourself those 5 minutes to kind of relax, and then go to the bar, then go and move on with your life. But I bet you once you go to the bar, you're just gonna feel different. You're not gonna have this edge that you have to tear things up, basically. So that is my video on meditation, guys. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to leave a comment or leave your questions in a comment box, or you can always contact me. Like my videos, share them. I hope this helps. I promise you, meditation is not as scary as it is. It's actually quite awesome. I think it's really amazing. You know what? Some people actually like to do group meditations, so I think it's really cool. You can always go to meetup.com and search for people that like to do group meditations, and you can join a group. That's really, really awesome too, and all those things are usually free. So yeah, I mean, I hope this really helps, and have a great time, guys. Mwah. Bye.